Hello, viewers. I just picked up this game from Steam for about $14.99. It's called Space Engineers. You saw the title as it started up. A friend turned me on to this. It's kind of like Minecraft, where not Minecraft, I'm not going to say that, but basically you collect resources, use the resources to build parts, and then use the parts to build object stations, ships, and then conquer the known asteroid field, I guess. As far as I know, it's in alpha, so right now it's just in creative. So there's no mining or building, but you have all the blocks that are available, which are kind of basic at the point. But whatchamacallit, it's is a lot game probably has a lot of promise. So I'm looking forward to see how this develops. So let's go ahead and jump our little shuttlecraft, which I have a little three little personal containers for effects on each side. Then you got a large container for other effects, like maybe the wife's suitcases. And then you get the glove box. So let's go ahead and fly this puppy. We're going to go to one of my second builds is the hauler. So let's go ahead and you can switch in third person or first person. So let's go first person. Um, so there's a hauler. Now this would probably be basic function would be hauling. So hauling goods from refineries, bases, other stations, good stuff like that. So it's kind of got a Gallente Iteron 2 feel, definitely. Got our jets in the back and our nifty landing pads and cockpit. So we got the three containers. So what I'm just going to do is go ahead and park this baby right up here, and then we'll jump into the hauler and fly that away. So let's go ahead and get into the hauler. And you can see a slight size comparison. Let's see if we can do that between the two. I'll see if I can back this thing up better. Let's see, turn it. The camera views and everything are still being worked out, I think. But I'll back up and pull up kind of next to this thing. So you can see the hauler is pretty nimble, just about as nimble as the shuttlecraft. So that's good size comparison between the shuttlecraft and our hauler. So let's take the hauler down and let's go ahead and check out the freighter. Our view's really skewed, so let's just go back to first person. That'll be a little easier. Make sure I don't crash into anything. Like our freighter up here. So this is going to be the freighter class that will probably take goods from refineries, stations, and it's more of a long distance hauler. Uh, Hopefully it'll be able to take, if they can figure out docking clamps, it'll be also capable of taking ships in the lower loading bay. And it's full of storage containers right now, large storage containers. Might expand on that and make it the top a little big, keeps the bottom the same size. But there's a beautiful engine cluster, and then we'll scooty over to the front end. But I kind of try to keep it a boxy freighter look. And then there's the front end with the loading bay. So let's go ahead and see if we can park this bad boy in there. Maybe. It takes a little getting used to flying, that's for sure. Especially when you got a little bit bigger ships like this. But it's pretty forgiving. The gyroscopes kick in. If you don't have a gyroscope, you start to float. So gyroscopes keep everything kind of in the same axis. So you can see this thing fits in there pretty good. I'll just land it in there, but unfortunately when I move the freighter it's not going to stay put, so it'll probably get damaged. But I just want to give you a scale comparison between me, there's me in the hauler, and then we're inside the freighter. So you can get a pretty good idea how big this thing is. So let's go ahead and move our hauler out of the way so it doesn't get damaged. And there again is size comparison. Yeah, this thing is a monster. So let's go ahead and jump out, and then for some reason they still have you fall, so you should float around automatically. But let's go ahead and take one of these elevators, ladders up here, and drive this bad boy. Take it to the refinery. So again, probably might expand the cargo capacity of this because it's about the same as a hauler. Our large reactor, and then we've got our storage containers. So it's got one large container more than the haulers, but I would think this would be more processed materials, but I think I want to expand the cargo capacity by maybe, I don't know, it'd be nice to have 16 of these, and then you could really call this a freighter then. But right now it's a beefed up hauler for long distance, and it can transport ships if they can get the ship inside ship deal figured out. They have to get docking clamps. There's been a lot of talk about it, so hopefully they'll go with docking clamps. So this is the freighter. Let's kick on those massive engines and see if we can fly it over to the mobile refinery. Whee. Actually, if you use the arrow keys, I've noticed it makes flying these things a little easier. But since they don't have that many, ooh, that looks close. I don't want to see how close out. It's not too close. It's still close enough. Let's see if we can get the freighter up here and get it close to the landing pad, and then so you can see the gyros are kicking in to try and stop me, but unfortunately I have a lot more forward engines than back engines, so it takes a little while to slow down. But let's see if we can get this thing a little put in the right direction. Now, I didn't really intend on this thing landing on the refinery, but I'm just kind of curious to see how close it would be for fitting on the sides. So it looks like I could probably park two on both sides for loading and unloading. But let's go ahead and see if we can straighten this out a little more, bring it down a little bit, and then we'll check out the refinery. Now if you have the stabilized gyros in there, once you leave the ship it'll stay parked. They don't start to float around. Even if you bump them, they move just a little bit, but they restabilize. So now we are on the mining platform. There's our freighter class, which looks, I'm very happy with that. I kind of like the front. It looks gnarly. But we have a freighter landing pad, civilian landing pad or shuttle. Blue is for foot traffic, so you don't get squashed by one of these big things. So we'll follow the rules and go blue traffic. There's our gravity stabilizer, and the bridge is up here. Let's go take a look at the bridge real quick. They don't have as much as far as computer panels and stuff, but I should put all the gyros up here and some power reactors up here just to fill up the bridge. because for right now it's this a lonely bridge. There's only the captain's chair. But you can overlook everything outside the bridge. It's kind of like a control tower looking over the landing pad. And you can see the freighter there again, and the control deck. So let's go ahead and pop down to the reactor room in the refinery. I mean, the graphics are pretty impressive, so I would have to say. So I don't know if I'm getting any kind of, probably getting some, Fraps has been saying it's getting 18 frames per second, so hopefully it's going a little better than that. But there's the refinery. You've got some assembly machines here to refine all the raw ore coming in. Imagine the raw ore would be coming in on the landing pad below the main landing pad. This is where all the miners can come in, and they can just fly in underneath the main running way deck, unload their cargo, and then their cargo would be processed by the refinery, which was inside the main ship here. So let's go ahead and then we have the reactor here. And so it's kind of a basic build and works. I had this game for a couple days, so I just wanted to see what I can build and come up with. And for right now, I'm pretty impressed with the game. You can put together some ships pretty good. Can't move parts around once you start building them. Once you disconnect a part, it has a tendency to want to, well, I can't see what I'm doing here. I have quite to figure out these ladders. When you're in third person, it seems to lock you up on the ladders, but when you're in first person, it seems to be okay. So, again, thanks for watching. I'm lost now. Okay, yeah, that's right. Go out the blue. So there's the freighter again, and then the refinery. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and again, I'll be working on videos back and forth on this game. This game has a lot of promise. I mean, this is just creative, but if you can mine and build up to structures like this and then fly them, that's pretty cool. I mean, and just for fun, let's bring that hauler, because there's the hauler right there, that little thing there. I'm going to bring it over here to the refinery and land it, and you can get a good size comparison. So you can get a size comparison between me and the hauler, and then we'll go hauler to everything else. But it's not hard. You can stack blocks fairly easy. Like I said, this game has a lot of potential. Hopefully it goes a little farther than this, and hopefully with the Steam purchases they'll get a little boost in gaming, and this will I think this will be a pretty impressive little program game as far as sandbox create your world builds. And like I said, you can build something pretty quick, and you're flying around in it, and it's pretty cool. It's like Minecraft, but I think maybe a little better. I don't know. I didn't say that, but I kind of want to say it. So there you go. I've got my little hauler, freighter, and mining barge, or I guess if you were an Eve person, this would probably be more of a Rockwell, where you take raw sources and process them. This would probably be more of a freighter class. And then you got the industrial hauler class. And then our shuttlecraft that we left way over there. So I hope you enjoyed watching. And like again, I'll be playing this game for a little bit. It's for right now. It's there's a lot of things to do, a lot of possibilities. So I'll try and post some more videos as I can. And until then, enjoy it. Again, I said I think they released it October 23rd on Steam for purchase for $14.99, and it's in alpha testing right now. So um, for right now, it's creative build, but as you can see, you can have a lot of fun just with that alone. So enjoy. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.